Good evening, it's Kuro. Got a ranked game in my Paolo Emilio. Going over the matchmaking, the enemy team has a Missouri, Jean Bart, Pommern, Rune, Fletcher, and an Odratico. The map is Haven. It is 3-cap domination, and we're gonna kick this one off with a little Paolo Emilio. Nice little ambush I set up right out of the gate. So, taking a look at the matchmaking, and I'm fairly certain that I'm not really going to be that useful on A-cap. My team, we don't have any radar to speak of, so really getting in there and digging out a DD on A-cap is going to be relatively difficult. However, up there on C-cap, there is an opportunity for me to exploit my speed, maneuverability of the ship, and get into a position where I might be able to pull off an ambush on the enemy DD, and that is going to be my plan. So I'm going to race up here as fast as I can using the first of these speed boosts. Normally I don't speed boost to a cap, but in this case I start out with 5 speed boosts with this build. Might as well burn one to get up here real quick and give me some flexibility in getting into position. Looks like I have a Drake that's kind of dragging behind me. Aside from that, I don't really have a whole lot of support up here, and that's gonna really start to put some pressure on me if the enemy team is really heavy B-cap. So Emilio has shorter duration speed boosts, but they do get you up and get you going. I want to say off the top of my head it's like a 25% speed boost, something like that. It's this ship gets up and flies when you've got speed boosts on. It's one of the ways you can use this ship to gunboat. But I use that speed boost not only to get into the cap, but to get as far to the edge of the cap as possible. Now, I kind of give it away right here. I thought this Fletcher would have actually been in smoke and being hydro detected here, but he's able to spot me right there, and unfortunately, the enemy team will know that I'm dug in on this island right here. Now, I think what plays out to my advantage, we've got the first spot on the enemy over at B-cap. Now, because I'm doing an ambush here, I'm not really gonna know what's up there, so it's really important that I don't go crazy past this island. And you saw nothing. This never happened. I would never intentionally run into islands. But I'm just looking to use this little line right here. Stay behind it and keep. Okay, we've got a Jean Bart. We've got a Pommern. Now the Pommern's hydro is going to push me out of here. So I'm going to move up a little bit. If you look, I'm turning out. I don't want these guys to be able to shoot at me. Here we go. We've got an Odratico, and I'm just shooting. I'm just trying to break his engines with that. Unfortunately, I've got a Rune up here as well. Get the kill, get smoked up. I want to get undetected as quickly as possible. I got torps coming in. I do have to repair this because Emilio's rudder's so slow. I could potentially eat one of these torpedoes if I don't. And all of a sudden I've got a Missouri up here too. So just gonna pop speed boost number 4. Thankfully it's come off cooldown, and it's time to say ciao. So at this point things are looking fairly good. My team has already eliminated both DDs. and it's looking like the enemy team, their push is breaking up out here. It's likely I've got 2 battleships that are going to go this way, and this Missouri and this Rune are going to make the push around the sea cap. So all I've got to do is delay to win this. So I'm just going to creep in here. What I'm doing right now, I'm looking to see if I can potentially drop stealth torpedoes on this Missouri. The height of complete ridiculousness with 7.9 kilometer concealment but only 6 kilometer torps. I don't think that I can do it, but I'm waiting for this Missouri to kind of get on a straight course, and if he's straight coursing with 33 knots, it might be fairly close. The other thing that I'm looking to do, just keep these 2 spotted for my team. Maybe my team gets a broadside shot into one of them, and if their guns are turned and they're looking at my team, help my team out by getting some shots in on these guys. You can see this Missouri, he's just kind of driving erratically, so I know that my torpedoes aren't going to be a thing here, unfortunately. Just kind of waiting on this Missouri, see what he's going to do. Looks like he's going to drive into the cap. And at this point, all I'm really looking to do is just delay this cap. Just keep this cap denied. If they're not able to cap it, you know, we're good. We've got a fairly sizable points lead. Gonna go on ahead, take some shots here, maybe get fires, get some pressure going on this Missouri. Looks like he's considering just ignoring me. At this point, just trading some HP, just in return for delaying this cap. I'm gonna go on ahead, smoke up here. I don't want to get super low. But at this point, it's time to pop out of this and restore the vision for my team. But at this point, we're looking good. I've got an Iowa back capping the enemy. My team's kept a cap, and we have all the map control, and the 2 enemy ships here, they're just kind of bottled up. So at this point, one of the things I'm definitely looking at is this Rune. I would like one of my battleships to shoot at him. If this Iowa was taking shots at this Rune, forces him to angle this way, he opens him up to my sap, and I can do some really disgusting damage on this ship. So here, just trying to make sure I can get into a broadside position. Unfortunately, the Rune, he's turning south again, so I'm actually going to try to stealth torp the Rune. Right on the edge here. Just trying to anticipate where this guy's going to go and just start falling back. because again, I don't need to make any aggressive move here. It'd be nice to be able to, you know, gunboat and do all this damage, but that's not always necessary to get the win. And this rune, he's that is so frustrating. So frustrating. But we're gonna throw some guns out on this rune. He's looking at my team, not really looking at me, so I'm going ahead, take 8K off him. If I'd actually learned to shoot, it could have been a lot more. But these are the things that happen. Now here, this was actually a surprise to me. Something in my head told me the rune had a much larger smoke firing range than this, and I looked it up after this game. It's something like 8.6 kilometers. It's actually fairly sneaky for a German cruiser. Kind of just caught me by surprise here. I was anticipating getting to shoot this rune a bit from a little bit longer distances than his hydro would allow, but that did not pan out, so kind of a fail on my part, not knowing all of the stats for these ships. But rune hasn't really been something played competitively in quite a while, so and at this point with the rune running, it's pretty much done everything that I've needed it to do. He's just gonna drive up here, 970 points. He's basically made this long trip down. He did finally cap this, but at that point so much time had passed that his team just not able to recover from the lost time. So Paolo Emilio doing the dirty work close and up front, and right out of the gate get the DD out of the way, and then just harass the enemy team the rest of the game. Hope you guys enjoyed the game. This is a ship that it's one of the DDs I find is the most hilarious in the game to play. But yep, there she is. Not always a competitive ship, but probably one of the best meme ships in the game. Anyway, invites to the community Discord and the Patreon channel will be in the video description below if you'd like to support the channel or join the community. The build will also be linked in the video description. Hope you guys are having a good night, and I will talk to you later.